Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with some Arteza paints, iridescents. Hey, glasses would be really helpful. Maybe they're right here. I can still read upside down. So these are jewel tones, those are vibrant essentials, and those are metallics. And I have them all mixed. I would put the camera over that way, but you'll see them in a minute. I have a 12 by 16 inch canvas, and I have a ring pour cup. And I am going to use black acrylic enamel between my layers and maybe some white. And I'm just going to keep using colors that I like. Next to each other, as long as they'll come out. Yay. I've been experimenting with viscosities of the Arteza, and they're very rich, very saturated colors, and I haven't completely 100% got myself to a recipe that I'm sure will sell yet. But I'm pretty sure anytime I use enamel, that's a folk art enamel, that I will get cells. Let's just double down. Let's do some black and some white. Kind of want some gold in there too. That looked really heavy. Like I should definitely add some more of my paint pouring recipe, which is under the video. That looks better. I'm glad I added extra to that. So I really don't need to go super overboard, I don't think. But I do love that that jewel tone blue. My favorite color, of course, I'm loath to use up because I want to use it in something else. There we go. I think I'm going to throw a little bit of this phthalo green in there just because I can. And I think I have two colors of gold going on in there, and that's okay. I'll live with that. And maybe a little bit of the golden hour. And a little more of the black enamel. Since I have a bunch of this purple, I'm happy to put that in there. That's beautiful. Let's see what happens. Now I'm going to spin this, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ribbon pour this. So much for the ring pour, huh? I kind of forgot all about having a green gold color. I think I'm going to probably have to mix up some more paint, but I'm really tempted to use what I've got the most of right now. It's the Arteza Gold. Because I can. The name of my first book on the Amazon link underneath the link tree. Right under Show More under the video. I'm kind of missing some of that blue. I have a little bit of paint left in my cup, which is fine by me. I'm going to need more than one edge catcher, and I want to remember to torch first in case I can encourage some cells. I got some beautiful cells in there. I'm going to just keep going back and forth. I might go round and round too. Let's go round and round. Really mess with those stripes a little. Lost all the gold on that side. I can take my paint off and put it on the other side once I get it off here. It's a little tricky. I'm going to rock that edge catcher. Put that paint right back on there. Wish I hadn't picked the edge catcher with the bumpies on it. I think what that means is I'm going to try and get the rest of the paint off of there with my OXO omelet turning spatula, best paint spreading tool I know of. That right there. because I think I can use it as a flow agent, which is just paint flows to paint. Now what do I want to put in between there? Anything? Maybe I do. Could be a little black too. I think what I want to do right now is flow some of this over to this edge so I'm covered. I might even be tempted to flow it down again. But I can also take it off and put it on, which is my usual spatula preoccupation. And all I'm basically trying to do at this point in time is get to a point where I can cover things. But every time I see a white space, it reminds me that negative space is not a bad thing. And I can fill it full of color. I could probably even muck about with my spatula. Princeton Art Tool Catalyst Spatula, mini blade. Take some paint and put it right there. Now what do I like? I like that blue. So I'm thinking, just put some right in there. Some of this I can let go over the side. Yes, I'm using my fingers. No, I'm not minding that a bit. What did I do with my edge catcher? It's right here somewhere, right? There it is, under the painting. There's a dumb moment for you. I'll let all that go down a little bit that way. I'm not getting a whole lot of movement, but I got a whole lot of beautiful colors. I gotta say what? Say what? I'm gonna use that to cover that edge. It's a little bit messy, for sure. I'm just gonna scrape off my spatula and put it in any gaps I see. I'm really liking that, and I see some cells, yay. And I can torch again, and the only thing I see that's a little bit weird for me is this purple here. But I had fun with you playing with this. I'm just learning about how to use Arteza to its best advantage. The only way you learn is by doing. I don't know what that is. It looks like a paint chip. There we go. I got it. So that is pretty cool. I'd like some more blue, I think. Right there. Not sure why. I think a cleaner skewer is in order. If there is such a thing in my... It's time to find the clean skewers one of these days pretty quick here. So I've got some neat cells in here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And so I definitely like what happens when you add the acrylic enamel to the Arteza paints. It works nicely to cell up. It works on all paints, but it's working very nicely on these Arteza paints. So I definitely recommend that. And I'm going to torch release bubbles cut in the paint. I'm going to tell you guys thank you for all the donations that helped keep me painting all this time. Really appreciate that. And should you happen to be somebody who can't afford to help donate to keep the studio making videos, look for the PayPal icon on my YouTube channel banner or on the link tree underneath the video, where you can also find my Amazon link. And if you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, and it helps me out, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes I don't like hard edges. And a straw works really nicely. Yes, I blew a spiral into it. And I see a little bit of canvas here, and I don't need to. A lot of times you can blow right into a mix of paints and it'll be pretty awesome too. What am I seeing that I'm wondering about? For some reason that little area's bugging me, and it felt like it needed some black. So that's not hurting my feelings at all. I decided I didn't want to spiral there after all. I like my skewers with a paintball on the end of them because it's just another form of tool. I got a few tendrils in there, and that's not hurting my feelings any. So I love you guys. There's over 90,000 of you, and thank you for the wonderful comments you leave me all the time. I really appreciate that. If you would give me a thumbs up, I would so appreciate that too. When you share my videos, you help me a lot. When you watch them when the notifications come out, you help me a lot. That is that yellow that's it's a golden hour gold, and I love that color. And I like the fact that it's deciding to sell too. So what else should I tell you? I have Teespring clothing under the video, and should you be interested in that, you could go to my YouTube channel and find the store that'll lead you, or you could just use the link that's there, and anything you click on will lead you right over to there. If you guys have questions of any kind, including about merch, you are more than welcome to ask me. I will be happy to help you out. Any print you find, give me the hashtag and the number from the video, and either the original is for sale if you use my email address below the link tree, or, oh, by the way, that Linktree link email below the link tree, I can't talk, will get you into, it'll get you information for taking a class in Spring Hill, Florida too. But the Teespring clothing has all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. I'm trying to think about 3 things all at once, and it's not really working. I'm looking for any vacancies on the edge of my canvas, and sometimes when I find a drip full of paint underneath the canvas, I like to take that off so it doesn't pull the rest of the paint down. And it's also a good time to use that same paint to fill in just by back pushing. Alright, so I'm sure there's stuff I forgot. I have 1,600 videos, and they are organized by genre and by the 100, and I might have mentioned that. But I'm ultimately distracted by my new and pretty paint. There's always there's a link to the Arteza website, and there is always a coupon code right underneath, and all of the links to all of the products that I've been using are there as well from Arteza. So if you shop there, you might actually help me there too. I haven't seen anything come of it yet, but so check out my 2 books, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. They're on the Amazon link, volume 1 and 2. And check the end screen video for the drawing prizes any given month. And if you are donating through PayPal, you'll be eligible to win whatever they are. And I will talk to you anon when I can talk again. Look for Fans and Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More, and Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation for Students. All Facebook groups, all under the link tree. I will see you guys anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I promise to be able to talk better next time. I hope I'm right. See ya. Love you guys, all of you. I love you. See you soon, hopefully. Maybe tomorrow.